Hi, I'm Chad, and I'm at Friendly Neighborhood Comics, and I'm here with artist JK Woodward. He's done art on CSI New York. He's done X-Men Origins, The Beast,
yeah.
and most notably, Fallen Angel.
Oh yeah.
But today we're here to talk about Star Trek, Doctor Who crossover, Assimilation #2. Tell us about it.
It's actually, the title's Assimilation Squared.
Assimilation Squared.
Assimilation Squared, yeah. It's called that because we got the major villains being the Borg and the Cybermen, who both, in their own ways, assimilate and recreate by assimilating other beings. And basically, the gang from the Next Generation, the Enterprise D, it takes place around 5th season. Those guys have to team up with the 11th Doctor, which, if you read the first issue, you find out a little bit how that happens and explained a little more in issue 2, how they end up meeting. But that's what they have to deal with. They have to deal with this enormous fleet of Borg and Cybermen.
So how did you become part of this epic crossover?
It was, it was started, I did a lot of Star Trek work for IDW, and I was talking to Chris Ryall, and periodically I'll check in, and I'm asking him what's going on with the Star Trek verse, and what's new that they're doing, and what I could get in on, and he told me this idea, and it wasn't actually happening yet, and it just blew my mind. I couldn't believe they were actually going to do it.
Star Trek, I can't get any more fantastic than that, right?
These are two properties that I'm borderline obsessive on. So I mean, to actually consider working on something like this, a historic crossover. So I did a test for it. They needed to check with the CBS and the BBC. I did a test for it, and it ended up being the cover. That's not one of my covers. But it was just a picture of Picard and the Doctor and the Enterprise and the TARDIS, and it was just all on one cover, and they picked me. That was the one that got me the job. And, yeah.
So it's 8 issues?
It's going to be an 8-issue miniseries, yep.
How far along are you on that now?
I'm working on issue 4. It's always good to be about 3 issues ahead when doing something like this. This book is going to be running on time. It comes out monthly.
That's key too. Keep the readers into it, you know.
Oh yeah. There's no being late on this. It's not acceptable.
Yeah.
I've been told many times.
Yeah. Get it done now.
Yeah.
Or yesterday, I should say.
Yeah.
So you do all the artwork, including the inks, the colors, everything. You know, that must be, like your fingerprints all over it, basically.
Yeah. Well, I'm the illustrator on this, so there's really no collaboration. Not at this point, anyways. We'll see as it goes on, trying to make the deadlines. But right now, it's penciled by me, and then it's painted over, so there's no ink. It's all hand painted too. It's not with painter. It's all hand painted and gouache. So, which is great because then I have the originals. I should also mention I'm selling the originals for issue 1 through Cadence Comic Art. If anybody wants to buy some pages, support my habits.
So you're part of this epic crossover. Are you got any other projects in the works?
After this we'll have Back to Fallen Angel for another miniseries. I spoke with Peter just 2 weeks ago at a convention. We had our tables together, so we were talking a little bit about the last miniseries had ended on a pretty dark note, and people were wondering if this is the end of Fallen Angel, if that was like the finale, and apparently not. I talked to Peter, and he's got another script in mind. So we're gonna go explore the world of Fallen Angel outside the city of Bet Noir now.
Nice.
We're gonna put Fallen Angel and all of the peripheral characters out in the real world and see how they react, say, in New York City, for example, or we're gonna spread them all over the world.
You do a lot of cover work, and it's simply amazing, I must say. And how much liberty you get when you do some of the cover work and different things?
It depends on the cover. I was just talking to somebody today when I was signing about this. There's some covers that, like Boom Studios hired me to do Necronomicon miniseries covers before the script was even written, and they just wanted. I'm a big Lovecraft fan, so big fan of the Necronomicon mythos, and I had like a million ideas, and I had to kind of just narrow it down to 4, and then they worked on the script just looking at the covers. Other times it's very specific. With Star Trek Doctor Who, the first cover, as I said, was something I came up with, for a test, BBC approval. And the second one was a concept by me. But from here on in, I'm working with the writers Scott and Dave Tipton, and we're coming up with ideas that are very story-oriented for the covers. So the covers you're going to see now, starting with issue 3, tells you what to expect inside. In fact, if anybody's seen cover for issue number 3, there's some great things happening in that issue. We got some other characters besides Next Generation and other Doctors besides the 11th.
No spoilers.
Yeah, you can see it in previews, but we got Captain Kirk. We got the gang from Enterprise A, or 1701, not Enterprise A. That was in the movies. And we got the Thomas Baker Doctor. So
my favorite Doctor, by the way.
Yeah, that's the one I grew up on. So I always have a sentimental soft spot for that one.
Well, congratulations on all you've done, and congratulations on the book. And make sure you go out and get it at your local comic store. Anything else you want to plug?
No, that's pretty much it.
Well, thanks a lot.